You wake to the kettle clicking off, the kitchen barely lit. You stand in the doorway and everything is familiar, but not quite soft enough. Light slides across a table, slow and careful, as if it is checking if anyone is watching. You learned early how to do that too, to check before you speak, to measure how loud you are allowed to be. Someone told you words that became weather. You're too sensitive. Don't make a fuss. You're overreacting. They were gentle sentences, meant to steady, but they taught you to shrink. If this landed, you are not imagining it. You are not alone. Childhood remembers small rehearsals. A school play where your name echoed and no one looked surprised enough. A scraped knee with a perfect bandage, and the hand you wanted absent. Birthday candles blown out into quiet where wishes used to live. A teacher who covered a compliment with a joke. These tiny scenes stack up. They become a rhythm you learn to move with. You learn the choreography of making yourself smaller. You practice the right length of silence. You count your breaths before you speak. You become economical with your heart. You start to read the room like a map. A mouth tightens. A breath shortens. An eyelid flicks. Those are signs. You tune to microsounds. Adjust your volume. You practice a quieter laugh. It keeps things smooth. It keeps people comfortable. It keeps you safe. It costs you something. Think of your feeling as a lamp, given to you bright. And then, the dimmer was turned. Slowly, without asking, you learned to live by that softened light. You can see shapes, but not texture. You learned to whisper, so the dimmer would not click again. Your lamp still exists. It just glows less. You deserve fuller light. Daily scenes show the pattern. You tell something tender at dinner and get practical advice. You say, "I was hurt today," and someone says, "It could be worse." Your ache turns into logistics. Praise comes for competence, not courage. So you trade heart for utility, the packed lunch, the fixed bike, the note in your bag. Those tokens mean something. They also replace the sentences you were waiting for. A private fatigue grows. You're always scanning faces, translating expression into risk. You carry a ledger of how much you can afford to feel. That ledger takes energy. It drains you. You are the person who holds the room steady. Sometimes you leave the table hollow. Identity phrase. People call you strong. They mean steady. They mean useful. You take it as praise and a question. Who are you under that face? Who are you without the edits and pauses? It feels dangerous to try and see. It feels like a door may be worth opening. Sensitivity also gives you a sharper view. You notice nuance others miss. You feel subtleties in tone, in touch, in a pause. Sensitivity can be a superpower. The problem is, the world often wants you to dim it. Don't let that be the end of your story. The mechanism is a quiet economy. If feelings are treated like costly currency in your family, you learn to budget. You spend sparingly, save for emergencies that never come. Which feelings are safe to spend? Politeness, helpfulness, gratitude. Which are taxed? Vulnerability, hurt, longing. That budgeting rewires your nervous system survival, not truth. Costs stack like unpaid bills. Emotional fatigue, relationship erosion, identity confusion, quiet, loneliness. You may become the planner, the fixer, the steady one. That role is useful. It can also be lonely if tenderness isn't returned. Shame gets woven in. When someone says, "You're too sensitive," it can feel like a moral flap. You apologize before you ask. You soften your need. That softening becomes habit and hides what you actually need. Turning points are small recognitions. You see that shrinking was strategy, not a fact about worth. You notice that people who told you to dim were often scared or tired. Recognition loosens shame a little. It becomes a hinge. Pause. Here are small practices that gently reroute the system. They are not cures. They are permissions. Mirror question each morning. Ask, "What do I need today?" Say one sentence and do one small thing to honor it. 3 breath pause. Before you explain, breathe 3 times. Let the feeling arrive, then answer. Evidence jar weekly. Write one small note of being seen. Pull one on hard mornings. Safe word. Teach one trusted person a word that means stay, don't fix. Use it once. Window minute, open a window. Breathe for 60 seconds. Air moves. So can feelings. Tiny ask once a week. Ask for one small thing. Stay with me for 5 minutes. Asking is training, not testing. Body check 5 minutes of feet on floor. Long exhales, noticing tension and letting it soften. The body keeps score. Help it heal. These are practical. They are small. They add up. You will meet resistance. Some pull back. Some learn and lean in. That is information, not a verdict. Notice who keeps showing up. Those people matter. Boundaries are not cold. They are gentle frames. Say, please listen for 5 minutes. Or, I need 15 minutes without advice. Specific asks teach people how to love you. There are specific small scenes you can't shake. You remember the parent who said, take it easy, while closing the door to your room, and you learn to keep the door closed first. You remember a compliment that got a laugh. You learned that praise must be folded before it could be carried. You learned to tell the safe story, the one that would not ripple the water. You learned to be steady in storms that never got named. Sometimes the smallest comforts taught you how to survive. A neighbor who held a bandage steady. The librarian who smiled the exact right way. A friend who texted thinking of you on a bad day. Those small acts mattered more than the big speeches. They were stitches in a garment that didn't always fit. Don't minimize these. They kept you warm. As an adult, you carry those practices into new rooms. You bring them to work, where people thank you for composure and expect you to manage the chaos. You bring them into friendships, where you listen and remember, and sometimes do not receive the same warmth back. You bring them into relationships, where you might prioritize keeping peace over saying what you need. This pattern can be subtle. You become the person everyone trusts with the difficult things, and rarely the one who gets to be seen in the simple ways. It helps to name the quiet trades you make. One trade is safety for smallness. You keep people comfortable, but you shrink. Another trade is competence for witness. You're relied upon to fix, but not always to be held. Naming the trade doesn't mean you regret it entirely. It means you notice the cost. And noticing is where choice starts. You don't have to heal alone. Community helps recalibrate the cost. Find a small group where tenderness is welcome. A friend who practices presence. A workshop. A creative circle. There, your sensitivity turns from vulnerability into craft. You learn how to notice lovingly, and also how to expect to be noticed. Practice saying the phrases you didn't hear. Try, I saw you today, and it mattered, out loud. Try, I needed that. When someone does something kind, try, that's exactly how I felt. In a conversation, speech teaches the world how to answer you. Micro habits change the metabolism of your life. Leave one social event early to protect your energy. Say no once this week to something you feel obligated to do. Call one friend and read them a sentence from your jar. These are not big revolutions. They are small calibrations that slowly rewire who tends you. You will grieve. You will mourn the parts you dimmed to survive. Grief is honest work. Make a playlist. Write a letter you won't send. Walk where memory lives. You will find rooms where softness is currency. You will meet people who read your jokes fully and laugh in a way that makes your chest warm. You will find friends who say, I see you, and mean it. Those rooms are worth staying in. If that line landed, notice how your chest shifted. Some people finally exhale. If that happened, honor it. 3-second pause. Experiment this week. Say one honest sentence with no preface. I felt hurt today. Don't explain. See who listens. See what happens. It will feel odd. It will teach you. You will find ways to celebrate. A friend who remembers your coffee. A partner who names what you did that mattered. Small celebrations change the ledger. Near the end of the night, go back to the kitchen doorway. Watch the light slide across the table. Imagine turning the dimmer up. One small notch. Not day, not noon, just warmth enough. Say one sentence into the room. Drop a slip into the jar. Open the window. Keep a small lamp. Keep the jar. Keep saying the sentences you needed. This is patient work, and it matters. Mind within mind is a place for this. You are not alone here. 3-second pause. When someone says, "You're too sensitive," you can answer softly, "Maybe I am. I feel deeply, and that's okay." Practice it in the mirror. Make that line a small shield and a truth. You will fold feelings sometimes. You will tuck them away. You will, slowly, set some on a table where someone can see. You will find rooms you can enter and stay. You will light a lamp and offer it to another. If this made you feel less alone, let it sit like a small lantern. If it opens something tender, tend it. If it made you ache, let that ache be a map. If it made you curious, step gently into that curiosity. You breathe. You name a feeling. You lift your lamp and place it on the table. You are learning, slowly, how to live with a heart that feels a lot. You are learning how that abundance can be fierce and kind.